I was stalking this pen on Amazon, like searching every day to see it. And when I finally found it, when it arrived at Amazon, I ordered it immediately. Hey there, planners. It's fall and I am enjoying a certain set of my pens and markers and highlighters and have picked up a few new things to add to my fall collection of pens that I love to use. I'm going to be going through those with you today, so go grab your planners and let's get planning. So when it comes to pens and markers and highlighters that I use in my planner in the fall, I am going for more muted tones and those fall rich jewel tone colors. While in the summer, I'm leaning more towards pastels and fluorescence and bright colors. I'm really scaling it back and going for those deeper tones, more muted tones in the fall. And I have a pretty good collection of pens that I always pull out. I sort of treat my pens and markers like clothes. I pack the summer ones away and I pull the fall and winter ones out. And I have recently done that and wanted to share with you what I'm using. I've also picked up a couple of new things, like this little guy that I am completely in love with for fall, and want to share those with you. Before I dive right into all the fun planner pen goodness, I want to welcome those of you who are new to Planning Annie. We here at Planning Annie are a community of planning enthusiasts. We love to get things done. We love to be productive. We love to talk about and share great ideas on our planning systems and what's working, what's not. We also enjoy the creative aspects of journaling and our planner supplies, stickers and markers, and all the beautiful things that come along with stationery and loving planning. So if that sounds like something you enjoy as well, we do hope that you will consider subscribing and becoming a permanent part of our community. Please jump down in the comments below. There's always good discussion going on in the comments below the videos here at Planning Annie. Share your ideas, ask questions, answer questions, jump right in and be part of our tribe. For those of you returning, I'm so glad you're back, and I'm super excited to share all my fun fall pens and markers with you today. Let me scoot everything out of the way and we'll start and go through these one by one. All right, the first pens, markers, highlighters, because they meet all of those criteria that I want to talk about, are the Crayola Colors of the World markers. I should mention now, everything I talk about will be listed down in the description box below in case you're wanting to check that out. So I cannot say, I'm starting with, I think, what might be the best value, the best quality, and the best fit for fall. So I cannot say enough good things about these markers. They are, Crayola is great quality for ridiculously reasonable prices. And I was late to the game. I just discovered them last year, but they are such fantastic markers for really anything. And the fact that now children all over the world can color in their own skin tone or other skin tones, I just love the concept. I'm super happy about that. But specifically for planning and using highlighters and writing, these markers come in the regular size, the wide tip like this, and then also the fine tip like this. So, which makes it great because you can get, that wide marker. Some folks who hand letter, which I do not, I really stink at that. It's not a skill set I have. They really enjoy the hand lettering aspects of this. But then also the fine markers are perfect pens. They're probably like, I would say just a slight bit, if you compared it to the size of an ink pen, like a slight bit larger than a 1.0. But they really make great writing. So, and the colors, it's amazing range of colors. Like you've got all of the soft muted pinks, all of the pastels and beiges, the browns, even like, some almost white, off-white colors. It's just fantastic. It's a fantastic selection for fall. And then the real kicker about these things is like the price. They are so inexpensive. I bought this set last year. I use them all the time in my planning. They're great. They're still going. great quality, no complaints, no issues. I just can't say enough good things about these Crayola markers. So I will have them listed down below. This is a great option, economic for fall. It's also a great gift for, you know, the coming holiday season. If you know somebody, some young mind creative who's looking for some diversity in their coloring utensils, this would make a great gift. All right, next up on my favorite pens list for fall is a pen that I discovered last year. These are the Sarasa Zebra Sarasa clips in 0.5 ink in the vintage colors. And these are really wonderful gel pens. And the colors are pretty amazing as well. They are just perfect for fall. This mustard yellow is probably my favorite color ever. I absolutely love the brown. I think the brown is so perfect for fall. And also this sort of jade green is perfect for fall. So these are fantastic. They write beautifully. They are a little pricey, but not too bad. And the one complaint I have about them is, I believe it's this color here, which is kind of like a, I want to say like a mulberry. I don't know. I'm trying to get too wild with the color names. It's just like a purplish red, a red violet sort of color. The ink is almost out, and I loved this color last year. I was super into it. I wrote a lot with it, and it's almost out. And I have not been able to find refills for these pens, which means that once these pens are out of ink, I would have to repurchase the entire package of pens again just to get that one color. That is disappointing and a little frustrating. Now, it could be that I just haven't found them. If you know where to get refills for these pens, please let everyone know down in the comments below, because I really truly love these pens for fall. They are just gorgeous. The colors are spot on for fall. You couldn't get any better colors. I keep these right in a cup by my desk all throughout the season because they are the perfect fall set of pens. All right, another option for gel pens, which I think are really fun to have and are in great fall colors, are these Rytec gel ink pens that are 2-in-1s. So each one has 2 colors, and you can see the 2 different sides. They do actually have names, which I think is cool. So for example, this is amber and dark green, and these write great as well. They are very comparable to the Zebra Sarasa pens, but you have a few more color options because each pen, this comes in a pack of 8, and each pen has 2 different colors. So you're getting 16 different colors. But look at that green, how pretty that green is. Really, really pretty. They write wonderfully. They're in a 0.5. And I have just continuously been like wowed by Rytec. If you have not checked out Rytec products, I actually have several different Rytec between ballpoint and gel and needlepoint, all kinds of things. Definitely go check them out because they are like giving all the other pen brands a run for their money, and they definitely have a lot of options. They're one of those companies that sort of mimic what others are doing and sometimes do it cheaper or with more options, more variations. So I like to find those companies. So anyway, definitely check these out. These are awesome. And I keep these right in the jar with my Zebra Sarasa clips because I love these pens and they are great for reaching for it. Now I will say, same problem that I have with the Sarasa, I cannot find refills for these pens. So when they're gone, they're gone. I would have to replace the whole set. You can't buy the pens individually. So if you know where to get, I'm assuming that the refills would be exactly the same for these as they would be for the Sarasa clips. I'm imagining they're the same size. So if you found one, you would find them all. So anyway, these are great options and they do come in unique colors. Great to have for fall. These 2 pens are my sort of go-to ride or die pens right now. And actually, they have been rivaling each other all year long. This is a Uni Jetstream multi-pen, and I have so many versions of this. I have this pen in so many colors. Right now, I have refills of 0.5 in there. You can also buy refills in 0.7. It's super easy to find refills for this pen, and I love it. If you own anything that is Hobonichi or Tomoe River paper, then this pen is an absolute must. It will never smudge. It writes like a dream. It's absolutely perfect. I like the multi-pen because it has the thicker barrel. I like a thicker barrel. I hold the pen very tightly. My grip is very tight, and so the larger pen barrel with the grip, the rubbery grip, is very comfortable pen for me. I also love the fact that it has a pencil and an eraser. That is really cool as well. So especially if you are drawing in elements or counting boxes or grids in your whatever planner you're using, it's very, very handy to have. I don't hardly ever use the red or blue, and actually I saw a great idea from someone to add all black refills into the pen and just have them in different colors, and I thought, wow, that's a great idea. So yeah, this pen has been, I want to say, for 3 or 4 years at the top of my pen hierarchy, my go-to. I always have one with me. And then this year I started experimenting with the Pilot Dr. Grip Gel pen for the same reason. Very comfortable, very thick barrel, very comfortable. And the gel, the way the pen writes is just like butter. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see, comparing, it's a lot thicker than the Uni Jetstream multi-pen in 0.5, but it's really, really gorgeous. Now, this would be a disaster in anything Tomoe River paper, or anything, you know, with any paper that has some sort of coating on it to help it be more fountain pen friendly and more absorptive. This would not work because the pen is so thick. Even on regular, this is a Stylogy, even on regular Stylogy paper, it doesn't dry quickly. But it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous and it's comfortable. So I have been through the summer of this year in an Erin Condren, and the Erin Condren paper, that Mohawk paper, this is a dream on that paper. So yeah, so these two pens stay close by. And I grab them depending on what I'm using them for. If I had to just have one in my life, if I could only take one of these lovelies with me in my life, I'm going with the Uni Jetstream every time. So two great pens to always have, fall or anytime. A few more pens that are great. So I love to get transparent sticky notes in the colors that go with the season that I'm in. This is an example. These are from Amazon. I'll have them linked down below. I love transparent sticky notes, and I can kind of demonstrate here. When you are in a planner and you've got, you're running out of room, it's great to be able to just layer your transparent sticky note over other things. They're also great for Bible journaling, so that you can read the words through. They're very, very thin, and great for Bible journaling. However, they can be a little picky about what you write with them on. So I have been testing out these Mr. Pen pens, which I will have linked down below, that are specifically designed to write on transparent sticky notes. Now, they came in a pack of 3. One of them was a dud, which not great, but the other 2 seem to be working fine, and they really do write on transparent sticky notes without any smudging. So you can get right in there very quickly. And that is always the concern with transparent sticky notes. Now, there are other pen options that will work on transparent sticky notes, but they are more expensive than Mr. Pen. So I don't know. I'm still trying to decide if I love this, but if you are looking for a potentially great option that is less expensive than other options to write on transparent sticky notes, this Mr. Pen might be the answer. Just maybe anticipate, if you end up in the case like I did, one of the 3, only 2/3 of the pack will work. So I don't know if that's a great recommendation or not, but it is another option. The other thing I have been loving recently and pulled out are these 2 Tombow, and I'm going to butcher this. They are the Fudinesky. Yeah, I have no idea how to say this, but they are water-based permanent ink flexible tip pens. So one is somewhat flexible and the other is very flexible. Now they're really like brush pens. And so if you are into hand lettering, these are really awesome options. I like them for a different reason. So when I have in my Hobonichi Weeks, which I recently talked about, I like to make notes, small notes in my planner, and let me zoom you in. Small notes in my planner like this, but sometimes I want to give something a header like this. So I just find the combination of my Uni Jetstream and these Tombow brush pens to be really, really beautiful in my planner. And these work, all of these work really great on Tomoe River paper, which is always kind of a thing you got to think about. So anyway, this combination is great, and so I've pulled these out again, and it's been years since I used these, and I am really, really loving them. I have really been enjoying them. All right, I saved my absolute 2 favorite new additions to my pen collection for last. This first one is a rare, hard-to-find pen. So I saw these in, I can't even remember. It might have been an email that I got, like from Jet Pens or something like that, and this little baby pen just kind of stole my heart. It is so adorable. So this is Uniball 1P gel pen. And it comes in 0.5. It's got the little clip. It is absolutely adorable. What I love about it is it's small, but it's got a thick barrel. And the colors are really muted. So adorable. There are some pastels, but there's also some great colors for fall, like an orange, and this color, which is called Coffee. Of course, I had to have the coffee, and as you might imagine, this one is very difficult to find because it's selling out everywhere. I was stalking this pen on Amazon, like searching every day to see it, and when I finally found it, when it arrived at Amazon, I ordered it immediately because I knew it was going to be difficult to find. So hopefully there's been a restock because I know it went out of stock. Hopefully there's been a restock and I will have it down below, but it's adorable. I love it. It takes just regular gel pen refills, so you can refill it with all kinds of gel pen refills. But I absolutely love this pen. And one of the things I like to do with it is keep it in my purse and keep it in my Hobonichi Weeks that I have been testing out and using. That is working really well for me. So love this pen. So this next pen is one that I am so excited about. It looks like, with its retractable fountain pen tip, it looks like a Pilot Vanishing Point, which I do have a strong desire to own, but it's expensive. It's like almost $200. It's a pretty, I think it's like 160, 170, something like that. That is a very expensive pen, guys. So I just was kind of looking around, you know, thinking about companies like I talked about, like Rytech, that do knockoffs, to see if there might possibly be something in the world of Amazon that I could, you know, enjoy the retractable fountain pen style without the Pilot Vanishing Point price point. And I found this guy. It is so lovely. It is such a lovely writing experience. It is beautiful, and it works on all kinds of paper. And it is not the Pilot Vanishing Point at the 100 and whatever price point. It is a knockoff called by a brand called Majan. I may not be pronouncing that correctly, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and it comes in a ton of colors. So if you are looking for something a bit more colorful and you just want to play around with fountain pen, it's awesome. I love this pen, and I don't even know that I would want the Pilot Vanishing Point now because this works so perfectly. It doesn't skip. I've never had any issues with it. So I'm truly in love with this pen. And I'm really happy that I found it, and I'm loving writing in both my Hobonichi and in this Stalogy paper with it. All right, so there's a look at what I'm using and loving in the fall pens, markers, highlighters category. I would love to hear from you. What are you using and loving right now? What pens should I be checking out and shopping and possibly putting on my wish list? Let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button to let me know. Subscribe to Plannin' Annie for more content like this. And as always, thanks for planning with me.